Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my hair. Yeah. I reckon I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy. They gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Practice, I did all that. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than go on. We're not in the pulpit. I'm a big bull in this element, yeah. Said you gon' pull up and settle it, yeah. I've been married to this hustle. This is my way. Watch out, step in it, yeah. And I ain't even got a job, but I'ma get it here. Watch out, touchdown. Pulling plans out the clutch. Everybody getting crushed. The clutch down is for us now. Have to work something cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I been pull up and settle it, yeah. Ain't got a job, but I'ma get it here. Watch out, touchdown. Pulling plans out the clutch. Everybody getting crushed. I'ma get it here. Watch out, touchdown. Pulling plans out the clutch. Everybody getting crushed. The clutch down is for us now. Have to work something cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans,
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Heath Park for this round 15 clash from the NPL Queensland. James Coughlin here in the commentary booth, and we've got sides with plenty of recent history facing off for the third time in 2025 as Peninsula Power visits Easts. These two sides were the participants in the inaugural FQPL Grand Final back in 2018, which was won by Power 2-0, although both will have their eyes on a return to the NPL Finals in a couple of months' time. As it stands, both are on the outside of the top four looking in. However, with a whole lot of football still to be played, they're both very much in contention. June has not quite gone to plan so far for the home side, with one win and a draw either side of their first league defeat of 2025. However, they did find their scoring touch against Olympic last time out, playing out an entertaining 3-3 contest. Meanwhile, for Penn Power, a busy month continues on the back of a midweek defeat at home to Moreton City on Tuesday night. It is still a net positive this month, though, with a trip to Cairns yielding a fifth Australia Cup national stage appearance, courtesy of an extra time win over Marlin Coast Rangers in the quarterfinal of the Kappa Queensland Cup. Let's run through the lineups for tonight's game as the teams are almost ready for kickoff. Starting with the home side, Easts. The goalkeeper, Chris Parsons. 3, Alex Barnett. 5, Matt Melville. 7, Orlando Lopez. 8, Matt Rydenton. 9, Braden Doolan. 10, Laurie Khan. 14, Ben Holiday. 15, Josh Brindle South. 19, Bailey Ferguson. And 23, Cody Maud. 2 changes from that draw with Olympic, with Phil Lazem and Kimishima out, and Kant and Lopez coming in. Meanwhile, for Penn Power, this is the team that Aaron Philp has gone with. Jordan Thurtell, the goalkeeper. Number 2, Reese Gray. 5, Josh Phelps. 7, Kane Gibbs. 9, Kai Flemington makes his return to Heath Park again. 10, Nia Joseph. 12, Matt Mundy. 14, Rafa Velado. 15, Anshu Ale. 18, Reese Messina. And 23, Jason McQuarse. 2 changes for them as well, with Hitchcock and McGowan out, with Mundy and Velado promoted to the starting 11. And with whistle from our referee, Zach Keenan, we are underway at Heath Park. Power in all blue, going from left to right. East in orange, right to left. Wherever you're tuning in from, very pleased to have your company on this Saturday evening. An early chase down for Matt Mundy, another player who spent some time at East. I think after his exploits in the FQPL Grand Final last year, he's pretty much able to come back with open arms. Although that'll be opening up the hamstrings early as he again has to chase that one down. Working it around as Mundy plays it forward. Brindle South keeping a close eye on Flemington. There's the youngster Ale finding Gibbs, shifting out to this near side. Reese Gray. 1 touch to the captain for the evening, Josh Phelps. Beautiful ball forward now, and on the left-footed strike will be gratefully gathered up by Chris Parsons. Mining header sends it back down, and the bounce just looks like it might have caught Flemington out there. There'll be plenty of talk from the benches underneath our camera position tonight. That voice you hear issuing instructions to Orlando Lopez is Reda Al-Rakabi, who's been a long time assistant here at East for the men's and women's program. His first season as the full-time head coach for the men. And looking to pick out Nia Joseph. No such luck there, Maud. Forward and combative work in the midfield by Velado, who was sent off in that Kappa Queensland Cup clash up in Cairns. And he returns from suspension tonight. Beautiful ball to pick out Gray in that corner, and he'll try and keep it in. Has he done so? Not according to the assistant on the near side. Driving ball from Parsons. He's intercepted by Ale, who gets it back. And has his pocket picked by Khan, and he's fouled by Phelps. And that is going to be an early yellow card for the Penn Power central defender, Josh Phelps, as Keenan shows the first booking, and it was just work by Murray Khan to win that one back. Now, Phelps will have to play the next 86 or so minutes, knowing that he's got that booking already to his name. Phelps was sent off when these sides met in round 4 of the NPL. A red card in the 34th minute for a denial of goal scoring opportunity on Ben Holiday. That one was about 15 metres closer to goal. And also, I think even the most optimistic of East supporters would say that was a denial of goal scoring opportunity. Anyway, Rydenton to take the free kick towards the back post and trying to pick out the aforementioned Holiday. And throwing going the way of Easts. And Holiday feeling the effects of that challenge from Gibbs, who'll pick up this throw in and try to escape the attention of Rydenton, but the experienced New Zealander using his natural strength. Holiday tracking back to keep that one away from Gray. There's the futsal skill on display from Lopez as he's stopped in his tracks by Phelps, and unfortunately can't clip that one past the experienced defender. Oh, can he keep that one in? Certainly asking his team to do a lot of pressing in the early stages of this game. Raider Al-Rakabi. Messina out for Ale. Kwase with space. He'll take the shot on. And getting down well was Parsons. Giving it to Matt Melville. The appeals of Doolan. No free kick coming. Not sure there was necessarily enough there for a free kick, but well, he's got to ask anyway. Power trying to play their way through Easts, and that came off the hand of Lopez. And not a whole lot of argument from the Easts number 7. Pretty clear decision. Probably one of the easier ones Zach Keenan and his team will have to make tonight. Makwase can't bring that under control. He's now looking to spring Doolan on the counter attack, and he goes stretching out and playing it to Lopez with not a whole lot of power, and Gray was easily able to collect that and send it back the other way, finding Flemington in space by the byline. He'll drill it into the box, and it's just too far out of the reach of Joseph. Phelps picking out Joseph and slips as he strikes it, but Ale is able to pick up that wayward effort. In goes across. Mundy taking that one away from Kant. Gibbs facing a wall of orange. Able to pick out Joseph, but no room for the Englishman. First time cross coming in from Gray, and can't quite get the bend he was hoping for on that one. There's a vision of Gibbs realising that his best option was to go wide. Heading into this clash, East sitting in 5th on the NPL ladder. 5 wins, 4 draws, and just the 1 defeat. And also dealing with that 3-point deduction from the pre-season. Meanwhile, Penn Power just 1 point behind with a record of 4 wins, 3 draws, 3 defeats. And for both of these teams, a plethora of catch-up games still to come, especially over the next month or so. Doolan played across the face of goal, and again Gray. Right place, right time, good positioning from the 21-year-old. It's been an end-to-end opening 12 minutes. Both sides ready to take their chances. East getting back in numbers to close down the lanes for Penn Power to try and play through. Ale, heavy touch by Makwase, but quickly able to respond to that. And just as We say the game has been played at a decent pace. It slows right down. Go figure. Anyway, third meeting between these sides this season, 31st of January here at Heath Park, in the opening game of the Kappa Pro Series, as Joseph will curl it from range. What a special strike! Nia Joseph, you cannot stop him. Expect anything different. Nia Joseph just took the pass, had an inch of space, and there was absolutely nothing Parsons could do about that one. Oh, that's going to be on the Goal of the Month highlight reel, surely. And Power strike first. And Joseph has his third goal of the season against East. And he has scored for the 8th game out of 11 NPL appearances now this season. And what is his 25th goal in all competitions. By my numbers, I've been able to check. Andy Pengelly has the best goal-scoring season for Penn Power since the NPL FQPL entry for the club in 2018. 30 goals in the league and a few more in the cup. Joseph is likely to break that club record. And before anyone comes into the comments and mentions someone from prior to the era, that does come with the qualifier. And the other streak that goal keeps alive is that these sides have not played out a 0-0 draw since the 2018 season. And here goes Power. And finding Makwase. Does he fancy a shot from range? Makwase's struggling a little bit with the footing. Has been on and off rain all day here in Brisbane, but I'm told by the sideline correspondents the pitch looks pretty much all right. I'll defer to them. They're a little bit closer than I am. Can Penn Power turn the screws? They certainly look like they might be up for it. Here's Joseph again as his shot is blocked by Ferguson. And doesn't that goal look to have really settled Penn Power down? As I mentioned, it's been a very busy month for them. This is a much shorter road trip than last weekend, heading up to Cairns. On Wednesday, they and the other 31 clubs in the main draw will find out their fate for the Australia Cup round of 32 as the square pass is played towards Lopez, but tracking back was Messina. Comes Holiday from the opposite sideline to deliver this in-swinging corner. Plenty of bodies in the 6-yard box to aim for, especially around the near post, but finding Kai Flemington. which 12 months ago would have been the play off one of those corners. This time, Flemington is wearing a Penn Power jersey. Have a ball into the box, headed away by Phelps, and Gibbs trying to shield it and hook it away over the sideline, which he has done. Doolan going into his bag of tricks, but no luck, and clever little flick by Rydenton. Just had a bit too much on it, which allows Mundy to play that one over the sideline. Can East find a way back into it as there's another stumble, this time by Doolan. Now, direct play trying to get it to Flemington, and East sorting that one out. One halfway, able to evade the attention of Gray, but can't find a way through Messina. Brindle South keeping it moving for Maud, who keeps it going to Doolan. Maud has kept his run going, but no clear passing lane, and shot from range blocked by Phelps, and he'll have time to pump it clear. Melville. Rydenton out for Holiday. And he'll create space for that left-footed cross, but splitting the difference between the two attackers. Another no-nonsense ball forward from Phelps just to relieve the pressure. It's headed back to Parsons. And we do have a score update from the Croatian Sports Centre. First game of round 15 today has come to a close. Gold Coast Knights 5-2 winners over Brisbane City. Marquez Walters with the hat-trick. As he makes sure that he's not forgotten about in the Golden Boot race. And the other game, which is kicked off at the same time, Brisbane Roar 1-0 up over Moreton City. 21 minutes into that game. And clipped over the top, Laurie can't, as ball just didn't sit right for him, and Mundy comes in at full steam to pick that one off. Gray trying to find Makwase, but instead it's Barnett there to deal with. Lopez again getting asked to do an awful lot of running early on. Stepping out of line well was Brindle South, making sure that Flemington can't find that one. Gray with 4 East players in front of him, sends it back to Messina as the two Reeses link up. Strong challenge by Velado. Ale to the edge of the 18-yard box, clip ball to the back post and just a bit too tall for Flemington. Holiday keeps that one in, slips and with plenty of space. He's able to get back to his feet and regather. Last touch is off Phelps, apparently. Not that he agrees with that. And that little clip probably won't make the Respect the Referees instructional video. Quase, who's almost having to play second fiddle to Joseph, which, think of it, continues to lead to Penn Power's success. So I feel like the veteran of the NPL will be more than happy to play a supporting role, and Quase has had a pretty strong season, all things considered. Playing his 18th game in all comps this year. 11 goals, 5 in the NPL. Clever ball looking for Joseph again, and he's got it back and just fizzes it across the face of goal. And Nia Joseph goes close to a brace. He looks like he's right up for it tonight, Joseph. Clever ball inside from Flemington, and just enough on the ball from Joseph to take it away from Brindle South. Holiday out-muscled by Gray. Holiday is just unable to have an answer against the pair of powerful Peninsula defenders. Check out the replay for this run. Ball through for Doolan, but Mundy going to use all of his experience. Since joining Penn Power, a quick check, that is through Gray, clipping it forward. And a late change has just been sent through to the Penn Power bench. Solomon Veldemariam, a late withdrawal. And Mitchell Keys will be wearing number 22 if called upon. And now Makwase. The starting 11 look to get their job done first, though. Denton going to present an option. So just had a quick check of the stats. Nia Joseph, that is his 30th goal since signing for Penn Power. Had 5 last season in the run home. And that'll just boost the shot on target stats. Have the ball out for Holiday, who's able to get in a bit of space. Gray trying to track back, and again, another cross from East. Can only find the head of a Penn Power defender. As mentioned, this is just Joseph's 28th game since signing for Penn Power, and that was his 30th goal. I think that qualifies as a shrewd bit of business as Doolan tries to get to it ahead of Phelps, but the central defender made sure to put his boot through it. And the foul is called on Holiday, who I think might be starting to show a few signs of frustration. As he gets a first and final warning from Mr. Keenan. And Phelps looks like he might have been caught out in possession, but rushed the touch of Lopez and forced the change of possession back to Power. And that pass too far ahead of Holiday. These just haven't quite clicked in attack so far tonight. Working the wings through Doolan and Holiday. And Makwase going straight through Laurie Kant's legs. Out. Lopez watched closely by Phelps, and Lopez, in his first start for the season, has been asked to do a lot of running so far. On with the first time pass to Doolan. Let's see, return ball over the top four, can't, and that's just knocked behind for another corner. That was Villardo tracking back. Now Holiday, can he find a better delivery? This time he found the head of Flemington. Last time, can he find someone in orange? Well, he does, because it's a short corner to Maud. Swing it out for Doolan, who'll head it goalwards, and will go down as a save for Thurtell. They got a boot on that, but it just slowed it down enough for Melville to take control. Holiday tells Barnett to leave it, and Barnett turns it over. And here's Joseph. Switch of play, and basically that entire far side of the pitch was wide open for Ale, but Power shifting it to their right. Joseph through now for Flemington. Looking for the first time inch perfect through ball. Couldn't make that one work. Holiday for a run on the outside instead. Can't. Will try and play it over the top, looking to unleash Doolan, and Thurtell opting to play it before it rolls through to the box to ensure that the former City striker can't pick it up. Doolan hasn't had too many chances to get in behind the duo of Mundy and Phelps, who are experienced, but I do wonder if pace, maybe an area east, feel like they have an advantage. Brindle South had strayed just a little bit too far forward, and the flag goes up for offside against the one-time Raw defender. So Kappa Pro Series round one, it was Penn Power 2-0 here at Heath Park back in January. Makwase and Joseph on the score sheet that night. Then when they met up at AJ Kelly Park, it was 1 goal apiece. Joseph scored just on the half-hour mark. Now turned over in the box, looking to find Makwase, but Ward was quickest to react, and you don't see speedy fullback. I didn't really hit the afterburners on that occasion. Can't will take it back over the halfway line and eventually finds an option to pass to. Power just happy to let East have the ball in this area of the pitch for now and wait for those passes. And Ale has slipped, but Brindle South can't get past him, and Brindle South will play it out with the last touch off the East fullback. Ale hasn't really put a foot wrong since coming into the starting lineup for Aaron Philp. Coach is closing in on his 100th win in the NPL competition, Aaron Philp. You would expect him to reach that before the end of the season. And a wonderful bit of symmetry for the Penn Power coach. He stepped away in the middle of 2022. He returned middle of 2023. His first game back in charge was a 1-0 win here at Heath Park. And lo and behold, his side leads 1-0 as we get closer to halftime. What a deep delivery, and this one is able to find Rydenton. Ferguson with the ball, and Power clear it away. Outside of the boot pass, finding Joseph as he's asking for runners. He'll pick out Gray, who to cut back on his preferred right foot, or instead look to try and tee up Messina, and sliding challenge by Lopez just got that one away, and Penn Power almost striking on the counter-attack. And that one too far ahead of Doolan, who is being encouraged to make a run. I'm not sure if that was quite the contact Thurtell would have been looking for, but he got the job done. So here goes Power on the attack. There's Velado, now Makwase, edge of the box. He's back in numbers. Gray providing width, and the cross in. It could fall for Joseph, who just couldn't get it under control. Still there for Makwase, takes a shot. Brilliant diving save by Parsons. The chance still there though for Power. There's Brindle South marking Flemington as those two battle in the far corner. Ward coming over for support. Who did the last touch come off? And Gray will take the shot on from range. And another diving save from Parsons. Controlling it cleanly that time. And, well, you can hear exactly what I thought of that effort. Gotta love what these effects marks pick up from time to time. Power just seem to have all the answers at the moment. Now a chance for Power to catch their breath. Reset and perhaps draw East out. always the prettiest of long balls from Thurtell, but they get the job done. Denton taking it over the halfway with Gray steaming up behind him. Not that Gray was really needed there, because again, Phelps was able to make the well-timed tackle. And Mundy, well, he would have had that one covered if it didn't roll into the 18-yard box. Thurtell keeps it moving over to Phelps. Do we have any more moments to come in the closing stages of the first half? It shouldn't have a whole lot of time added on, with the longest delay probably coming for Nia Joseph's goal, as that one's through. First time strike by Flemington, and it's deflected off Barnett, as the East stalwart had to be there to deny his former teammate. And the setup run from Gibbs is Power are certainly looking like atoning for their defeat during the week. Goes towards the back post, free header. Did he keep that one out? Parsons, another big save from the East shot stopper. And then he could be called on again, but Flemington just couldn't get that one out from under his feet. As we see again on the replay, it was Phelps who thought the goal was in. And I think Flemington might have been already eyeing off where Chris Parsons was, looking up as that ball came into his feet. Cody Maud. Do East have one final thrust in their game? Lopez. As he's forced to check back. A couple of nervous glances towards Zach Keenan. And Mr. Keenan says that will do it for the first half. One moment of magic from Nia Joseph is what separates these sides. 25-yard strike that Parsons could do not a whole lot about. Well, the East shot stopper has been called on plenty of times in the last couple of minutes. Halftime score, Penn Power 1, East 0. We'll be back with the second half after these messages.
In 2014, when ISIS attacked our country, we faced a lot of trauma. ISIS took me and my family, and they killed a lot of people. Thousands of people are still missing, so we had to leave. We had no choice. Me and my family, we were with ISIS for 20 months. We just had to leave, we had no choice. My cousin and my sister, they sent someone over there to help us escape, and he came with a van, just like a small van. 31 people, we all got into one van. It was very hard, we were all over each other. We drove lights off so no one can see us in that village. We were just hoping to get to a safe place. We were just telling ourselves, they will see us, they will find us, because ISIS were everywhere around us. When first arriving in Australia, obviously new country, new place, new life, I felt like I was a newborn to this world. It was very hard for me. I didn't have any friends. I didn't know where to go. I couldn't speak the language. That was probably one of the hardest things for me. I felt lonely. Later on, I told myself, I just have to get up and I just have to find somewhere. Find friends, just go on street, walk everywhere, find people, talk to them, and even if I don't know how to speak, just keep working hard. So I started school when I arrived in Australia in 2018 at Harristown State High School. One of my football academy coaches, he told me, Yashin, you should become a referee. And I was doing a few school games and picking up the flag and running the lines, and he told me, there's a course here in Toomba if you want to do it. Woke up that morning, should I do, should I not, should I do it or not? I just had to make a choice. The course was like starting at 9 o'clock, and I broke up at 10 o'clock, knocked on the door. Hello, who is this? I've registered, sorry, I know I'm late, but I want to become a referee, I want to do this. Once I started the course, obviously, that moment changed my mind. I was telling myself, why did I have to not to come here? Why did I have to be 1 hour late? Changed my mind, absolutely. Changed my life. I was feeling safe there, sitting by 25 people around me, talking to me in a very nice way. I was very excited. Refereeing 100% helped me to become more confident and building leadership. My life has changed a lot. Before I start, the biggest thing is you have to look professional. We have to trust ourselves, believe in each other when we are making a call. If you make a call, just be confident, just make it, okay? We need to believe in each other as well. We are a team out there, we need to look professional and have a good game. Sounds good? No worries. Let's do this. I'm feeling more comfortable, more safer. I've met a lot of kind people. They always help me and support me. I absolutely love refereeing, and it changed my life. I really enjoy it, and I don't do it for money. I just do it because I enjoy it. I do it because I have a lot of people behind the scenes. They help me and support me.
What makes Sully Sully is probably just, how energetic he is, how hard he wants to work for what he wants and everything like that, He fights hard for who he cares about and what he likes and what he enjoys. So when you get in Sully's close bubble, you really get to see him grow as a person and how much he enjoys hanging out with people and doing different things, no matter where you are. You always have a good time with Sully.
I think it was like 2 years ago. I was standing up just there, and I had my friends, Nat and others who were sitting beside me, and they were telling me, will we see you one day refereeing on this pitch? And I told them, yeah, maybe, hopefully. And see, here we are now.
Yeah, true, amazing.
Here we are. So since I've become a referee, first year, I just keep working really hard. And I won an award the first year. On my second year, I got onto the FK Academy for 2 years. And then after that, I won the Referee of the Year in Darling Downs. And I refereed the Darling Downs Grand Final and went to the National Youth Championship. So big steps for me. And obviously, I want to keep growing and keep building that trust. And I'm always confident when I referee. I take every opportunity that I've been given, and I always take it no matter what opportunities I have. And I definitely want to go further. I want to become an A-League referee one day. I know it takes time. It doesn't matter if it's tomorrow, 1 month later, one year, 5 years later. I want to keep building my trust and confidence and get there. One advice I could give to people is never give up. Just keep working hard. Life is hard, but you have to work hard for it. Don't give up no matter what you do. Just keep trust in yourself, keep building trust in yourself. Take opportunities and do it, because if I've done it, I know how it feels. It was very hard for me at the beginning. I've done it. I know I can do it. I know others can do it as well.
How do I feel this time? One straight off.
Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sunsafe shelters or powder coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Welcome back to Heath Park, everyone. It's the second half of this round 15 NPL Queensland clash between East and Penn Power. James Coughlin here in the commentary booth, ready to bring you all the action after a first half that Penn Power dominated. And they have now switched sides. East going from left to right on your screen. Penn Power going from right to left. We now just await the go-ahead signal from Zach Keenan. And here we go, second half underway. And it's Nia Joseph's 14th minute strike that separates the two sides. It was an incredible hit as well. Strongly encourage you to check out the replay if you haven't already. Power did threaten on a couple of occasions to close out the first half as well, denied by Chris Parsons. And the East shot stopper may be called on again as Gibbs is getting more and more involved. Reese Gray picking up the ball. Now Doolan for East, going the other way. Out wide, finding Lopez, making his first league start of the season, teeing it up for Holiday from a tight angle into the side netting, and well, he's coming out with a purpose in the second half. Lopez cutting inside, watched closely by Phelps, who is the only player to be booked in the first half. Makwase, silky first touch to bring that under control. He's got Joseph ahead, and he's also got Flemington. The former East player, Kai Flemington, doubles their advantage. Power 2 to the good early in the second half. And of course, it had to be Kai Flemington burying that chance, but it was all set up by that work from Makwase. And Flemington, from that range, made no mistake against the side he scored 28 goals for in all competitions last year. And what, 60 seconds after East fired a ball into the side netting. Go the other way and make them pay. There's Doolan as he gets clipped from behind by Velado. Just a little nudge from the Power midfielder. Denton looks to be the primary contender for this free kick. It's just in that right range. If he can strike it true, Denton just too tall. I'm not entirely sure if Thurtell would have been over in time to save that one. It was dipping, just not soon enough. Gibbs on the turn. That Power midfield has been dominant tonight. Kwase into Gray. Flemington keeping going for Ale. Curling ball to the back post and no luck. First time strike from Messina, and that is well over the bar. Inside finding Velado, keeping it moving for Messina. Another slip on the pitch here at Heath Park. Wellington back for Velado. And that stumble did not cost East. It was Holiday getting past a couple of defenders, and Holiday all the way through Phelps, who was again strong in the challenge, and the battle between Holiday and Gray has been a good one so far this evening. A bit of frustration from the 22-year-old, who was the star of the Australia Cup last year, and we wonder, will any of Penn Power's players make a name for themselves on the national stage? They'll find out their fate on Wednesday night with the draw for the 2025 Hahn Australia Cup round of 32 set to take place. Power have had more than a few famous cup nights, including 2022 when they made it to the quarterfinals. Malachi loves Samira, the stars of that run. And here is a possible star for 2025. Gray is couldn't quite get on the end of that. One of the non-A-League clubs in Queensland, Penn Power, have a near impeccable record, qualifying for the national stage for the 5th time this season. Joint record holders with Olympic FC, Lions, and the Far North Queensland Heat/Cairns FC entity. You could almost call them cup mainstays by this stage. Their run to the national stage was dominant, to say the least. Ale was cleaned up by Maud. And Gallardo just getting some help, I think, with his GPS tracker. Misplaced pass finds Maud. He switches it over to Halloran, who has been out-muscled. Oh, Holiday, I beg your pardon. Ale is able to win the free kick off Doolan. And just gets reminded that was in fact a free kick that was awarded, not a goal kick. All competing for the header, but here come Power again, and they lose out on possession. Laurie Khan out for Doolan and Maud. And play it off the 19-year-old Ale. The pass is just not sticking for the home side tonight, who are missing a couple of key figures in their team. Phil Lazem, who would no doubt have provided some stability in midfield. And Katsuyoshi Kimishima, who is their chief playmaker this season. Ward gets called for the foul again, this time on Joseph. And I think we may have some potential changes. So Lopez coming off. And he is replaced by Theo Corenzo. As Reda Al-Rakabi goes to his bench for the first time. Now, Corenzo is nominally a defender. So I would assume that this change is to bring about some sort of change in shape for East. And with no advantage accruing. The free kick for the handball is given, and Gibbs is continuing the debate. I'm just curious about where Corenzo will fit into East side. Looks like he's taken up a holding midfield spot as Maud commits now what is his third foul in, feels like about 5 minutes. So Joseph will take on the responsibility for this free kick. Really setting up the free kick. Gray and Velado. It's too far away for a shot. Looking at the way Gray is addressing the ball as he'll curl that one towards the back post. Headed away by Melville. And Holiday now looking to spring the counter-attack. He's got Kant ahead of him. Gray, as he has been all night, just getting in the way. Power asking for another free kick their way. Instead, they'll just take the ball back. Roll through to Parsons, who played short to Barnett. Clever touch by Holiday as Gray is again right there on his shoulder. Holiday creating space for the cross and can only pick out Mundy. An hour played here at Heath Park. Penn Power 2 goals to the good, courtesy of Joseph and Flemington, and Corenzo is going to go straight into the notebook, only 4 minutes after coming on for that challenge on this ball after his heavy touch, and he definitely caught Gibbs in sensitive spot. And I think everyone can sympathise and say Corenzo definitely got Gibbs, and Gibbs might need a minute or two to catch his breath. Power asking about a possible high foot. However, Keenan deemed the yellow card the appropriate sanction. And let's check out the scores from around the ground. So as mentioned earlier, the first game of round 15 finished 5-2 with Gold Coast Knights victorious over Brisbane City. And it is 1-1 between Moreton City and the Roar. David Russell, the scorer for the Roar in the 13th minute, and Kei Kojima equalising just before half-time. And Ben Holiday looks like his afternoon, or his evening is coming to an end. And he'll be replaced by Emmanuel Ifaka Onasiake. And it is a frustrating night from the one-time Western Sydney Wanderers player. That'll be a yellow card to, I believe that is Caden Turnbull on the bench. So Turnbull just picked up a yellow card without actually being on the bench, and now a free kick for Penn Power after Messina stood on the ball. It's all getting a little bit chaotic. The benches are starting to get just a little bit animated. There's Ifaka Onasiake with support on the outside in the form of Corenzo. And Brindle South, he's pushing a long way forward. Doolan cutting back. And Brindle South deflected by Joseph, and that'll pop it up for Thurtell to easily take. Report from the sideline correspondence. The yellow card for Corenzo. There's a dispute over whether or not there were studs involved, as Joseph will fire off a shot from range. As too much trouble for Parsons. There's confirmation of that sub from earlier. And just out of the reach of Brindle South. Right, Denton surrounded by blue shirts, still able to get the pass away to Brindle South. Power midfield is just relentless, closing down East anytime they get the ball in an advanced position. Faka Onasiake, no way through. Gray, who thus far has been arguably the man of the match for Power. Ferguson searches for an option as he looks to create space, and Mundy says that's enough of that. Ifaka Onasiake looking to get the return pass as he straight offside, and with a little bit of urging from the Power back four. The assistance flag goes up. So East haven't had the best record here at Heath Park, winning just 1 of 4 home games in the NPL. Taking just 5 of a possible 12 points. They split their Kappa Pro Series and Kappa Queensland Cup matches at Heath Park. So what, 3 wins, 2 draws, 3 defeats at home. Meanwhile, Penn Power been pretty good on the road. 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 defeat. And Gibbs stopped in his tracks. Doolan with the touch ahead. Can he find a way past Mundy? Going to the byline, looking for the cross. It's like that was a hopeful shout for a handball. Doolan stayed on side. Now looking for space. Clips it up to the back post, just over the head of Kant. And another half chance for East goes begging, and at some point they'll need to turn those into full chances, or at the very least convert, as they are starting to run low on time with 21 minutes of normal time remaining. And I can't think of too many clear-cut chances that Thurtell has had to make. Well, chances that he's had to save, I beg your pardon. Carenzo out for Maud, and East trying to play out of their own end. They could be punished as Makwase touched off Messina. I'm not sure who are expecting to be there, as the visitors will take possession back. And here goes Power again. Joseph out wide. Will he look to go himself or turn provider? And Maud with the necessary intervention. Denton thought about the pass, but had Messina closing him down. And even if can't pick that one up, I'm not entirely sure how much he could have really done with that. As you can see, viewers inside the clubhouse at East, the redeveloped clubhouse, after some work here to help flood-proof the area. And Kwase trying to beat 3 defenders on his own, and he almost did just that. As Flemington was the target for that cross, but no such luck. Catch-ups are coming thick and fast for both of these sides in the coming weeks as well. In fact, Power have their 4 catch-up games set to be played between now and the 16th of July. East slightly more spread out. They've got 2 in the next 2 weeks, well, 2.5 weeks. And the last one will be on the 5th of August. And Cody Maud is chancing his luck, as that is now at the very least the 4th foul since, I would say, the 50th minute. The combative defender, I think, might have left a mark on Gibbs, who is still feeling that shoulder after landing very heavily. It's after getting kicked between the legs earlier by Corenzo. Short free kick goes to Gibbs. He'll get it back. Now look for the return pass down by the corner. Curling it to the near post, and there is Cody Maud involved again. Power bench just continuing their dialogue with Zach Keenan, just questioning whether the ball is a little bit flat. I don't know what happens to footballs in the cold. Murray can't, driving forward now. He's got support in the shape of Ferguson, but instead goes out to Faka Onasiake. And Power again back in numbers, just repelling any East threat. Feathered ball over the top is headed away. And the offside flag has gone up in the end, as Phelps still made sure that one was headed clear. Mundy times his jump perfectly to stop that header reaching its intended target. There's Flemington battling against Melville as a 20-year-old striker is able to pick the ball up, get it back to Gibbs. Oh, to Gray, I beg your pardon. Gibbs has just had the ball that much in the second half. Joseph was the target for that. It's from Thurtell and hit its intended target. Is a few mishits tonight, Thurtell, but it's a 42nd game for the club. That one was about as well as he could have struck it. The ball at his feet, his number one job will be making sure that it spends as much time as possible down this end of the pitch. No long options ahead of them. He's going to try and play it out short. Still no changes made by Penn Power either, as Brindle South tries to create something out of that half chance. It's an excellent ball just to reach Josh Brindle South. He and Rydenton linked up, but just couldn't put his boot through it. It's not quite time for Thurtell to risk a yellow card yet, surely. Still 1-1 between Moreton City and the Raw. We've had a wild game in the FQPL 1 men's competition. Southside Eagles 5-4 winners over Logan. 91st minute winner from Sava Bellas. Well, Logan actually did almost pull off the comeback. It was 4-1 Southside in the 70th minute. We fought 3 goals in 14 minutes. Almost stole him a point. Millardo quick to react, but he's dispossessed by Ferguson. And all in all, it has been, you don't want to say an easy performance so far from Power. They have worked very hard for their 2-0 lead, and you'd say they're good value for it as well. This time the calls for handball come from East, but not heeded, and the turf trips up Doolan. And surely this time it is going to be a yellow card for Maud as he finally goes into the referee's notebook. And that yellow card is in fact going to be Maud's final involvement in the match, as he is withdrawn. And I'm not entirely sure who's been subbed on, because wearing jersey number 18, and none of the listed East subs have 18. My best guess is that is Thomas winning, but well, this is what happens when teams don't put their information in correctly. Big help for everyone. It comes off the head of Gray. The throw-in is taken quickly. Can't with the clip towards the back post. Brindle South will take the second ball. Ferguson back onto his left foot, and he is marshalled by Gibbs. And through ball, looking for Identon, but Thurtell was off his line well. And it looked like Gibbs had done just enough in that tackle. That last touch from Ale.
Rafa, anything that pops out is yours. Anything that pops out is yours. Discipline. Discipline here.
Kwase into the box. He'll take the strike on himself, but not enough power in it. And Laurie can't. Switching it out now for Brindle South. Do we have a late rally from the home side? Oh, not off that attack as Doolan goes to ground, asking for the foul against Mundy. Nothing coming. Corenzo looking for the return ball. Well, can't. Escaping one defender, Brindle South. Here's Josh Brindle South. Great save made by Thurtell to keep Olympic away. And that was the best chance Easts have had all night. And then they were denied. Joseph unable to hit the afterburners and close that one down. Now ball through for Doolan. Braden Doolan gives East a lifeline with 4 minutes of normal time remaining. And seemingly out of nothing, Braden Doolan gives his side hope of the latest of all late shows. And Power just punching it deep down into East's territory, almost like a touch finder in rugby. And Gibbs to restore the 2-goal advantage. Gibbs, oh, it was denied in the box by the ball, as that could have been the one to ice the game. And that was almost the best tackle of the match. Clever header back, and he just stood on the football. The 21-year-old in his third year with Penn Power. And Reese Gray takes his leave. Actually, both Reeses are subbed off. Coming on his blade, Malini. Actually, I beg your pardon, Reese Gray is still on. He was going over to take the corner. As Gibbs couldn't control that one, as the ball is not doing what he wants it to right now. So, just confirming that sub. Reese Messina off in his 50th senior appearance for Penn Power tonight. He's replaced by Blade Malini for his 12th appearance of the season. Now Doolan. How much does he have left in the tank? Doolan, can he get around Mundy? And no, the veteran puts his body in the way. And Thurtell is asking for a foul there as Doolan collided with him late. As well, that ends well. And Kai Flemington will help grind a few extra seconds off the clock as he's replaced by 19, Cleve Redfern. And Kai Flemington, a goal in his NPL return to Heath Park. There's two changes from Aaron Philpa, surely done primarily to help take time off the clock as we now move into stoppage time. 2-1 to Penn Power. Can East rally Corenzo? He's challenged by Redfern. He makes just his second appearance of the season. Made a senior debut in round 13 away to Sunshine Coast Wanderers. And Goal scoring threat as well, Cleve Redfern. 8 goals in the under-23 competition.
Don't force it, you have time. Play your football, you have time.
Well, the instruction from Al Rakabi is clear. No rush. And Can't with the heavy touch. And Mundy is remonstrating quite strongly.
Don't force it, you have time, boy. To you, that's play forward.
And the third and final substitution window for Penn Power will see Kane Gibbs come off. And a appearance will be logged for Caden Turnbull, who you may remember picked up a yellow card when not on the pitch earlier. So Aaron Philp trusting his youth brigade to help see out this match. They've been pushed in the last 10 minutes. Prior to that, you'd say it's probably been relatively comfortable for Power. Ifaka Onasiake with the interception. Now Doolan, he scored the goal to halve the deficit. Can he just completely eradicated? It is watched closely by a pair of Power players. Clips it towards the back post, headed goalwards and deflected off Laurie Cant. And that took all the sting off the header. Go to the replay. I'm not sure that would have beaten Thurtell even without the touch. No space for Rydenton as he's closed down by Turnbull. Long switch of play. I can't, nodding it down. And that cross is too close to Thurtell. Rydenton was lurking at the back post as we move into the 94th minute. And Thurtell knows where that ball needs to be played. Redfern will try and chase it down, but it's retrieved by Easts. And the offside flag has gone up with Rydenton operating as a makeshift striker. Now he'll happily put that one in position. And Thurtell will happily pick up a yellow card if he is required to do so. It's now 20 plus seconds taken by Thurtell. As much as the referee allows you. And last touch was off Gray. Man of the match so far, the young fullback. And did that one stay in? It did not. How much time is left to be played? We're at 95 minutes. Do East have the chance to launch something in the final seconds of this match? And Ale with the touch and was able to respond to it. Did that touch come off Ifaka Onasiake? It did. It was caught in two minds. Does he let it go out of play? His desperation to keep the move alive. Costly error. And that'll do it. Penn Power hold on. Nia Joseph and Kai Flemington on the score sheet. The latter scoring against the club where he won the FQPL Golden Boot last season. Braden Doolan giving Easts a late lifeline, but it was too little, too late for East's rally. Final score for the final time from Heath Park. Easts 1, Penn Power 2. I'm James Coughlin. Thank you very much for your company. This has been a production of Double Take Sports for Football Queensland. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.